Hello everybody, and welcome to Dartney Games. Today I'm going to be doing a review or my thoughts on the FV4005 Stage 2. Now, if you don't know about this tank, this is the second British tank destroyer. There is the FV215B, I think that's it. FV215, yep, that's it, okay. Oh shit. So what this tank is basically just a tier 10 derp gun. Okay, there's nothing else to this tank but the gun. No armor. It's fast. It's fast. It's probably the fastest in comparison that I am going to be showing you, but I'll talk about that in the comparison. So what this tank is that it's a British tank destroyer, tier 10 tank destroyer with a huge gun, like a massive gun. And I didn't see a lot of YouTubers doing a review on this tank, but I've seen them doing the FV215B. So I was like, you know what, I'll be the first one doing FV405 Stage 2. Now, I may not be the first one. Actually, I guarantee I'm not the first one, but the first one that I know. So it has a huge 183 millimeter gun. Okay, I was trying to think of something like boomstick but gun. Yeah. So this tank has a 183 millimeter gun. I think that's one of the biggest in the game. That's one of the biggest guns in the game. On a normal tank. This is literally just like artillery with wheels. Well, oh my god, I'm so stupid. It's an artillery with better accuracy. Well, it's an artillery but a tank, okay? Oh my god. This tank has no armor. If I guess the hull's not too bad. If this tank's turret gets shot by a high explosive, you're gonna deal a lot of damage. But be careful because this turret is very, very small and has a lot of armor. Okay, like you're gonna need like a Jagdpanzer E100 shooting friggin' premium rounds to even penetrate this thing. Like, look at that, 1,400. 14 millimeters of armor. I think that means 14 feet. I think the game's just a little bit off. But this has ridiculous armor, okay? Yeah, so let's go to the comparison. Okay, this is the comparison. So I have the Stage 2, the E3, the 183, and the Jagdpanzer E100. I'm going to be playing something. Anyway, so they're all tier 10s, they're all tank destroyers. We got UK, US, UK, Germany. I don't know, why did I say that? That's not even important. Firepower is where it is important. Look at the damage. Alpha damage 1,150. That's the biggest gun on a tank. Not an artillery, on a tank. Okay? This thing is monstrous, okay? It deals more damage than the Jagdpanzer E100, and it has more penetration than the Jagdpanzer E100. This tank is basically a Jagdpanzer, but with a better gun. That's basically all it is. The Jagdpanzer does have better armor, but that doesn't matter. Rate of fire, horrible. You're only going to fire 2 rounds a minute in this tank. But 2 rounds a minute, you still do 2.4 thousand damage. That's a lot of damage, okay? Well, it's not extraordinary, but some medium tanks do 1,900 at tier 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this is good, okay? It's good. Now it's not as good as the E3 or the Jagdpanzer, but still it's good. Reload 30 seconds, 30 seconds, okay? You can probably drop that down to 24 seconds at the lowest. It's not really going to get any lower than 24. If you get lower than 24, good job. Caliber 182. Like I said, actually 182, it said, I don't know about this. Something's wrong here. So it's 180 something, okay? Jagdpanzer's only 170. The reason why I have the T110E3 here is to just, its weapon handling is awesome. Anyways, so it's firepower. Okay, so ammo capacity is horrible because remember, this tank all has a 30-second reload basically. So 30 times 12 is like it's like 400 something. 360. Why did? Of course, it's 360. Anyway, so 360. That's 360 seconds of reload if you were to reload that whole thing. The game lasts 15 minutes, so let's divide that into 60. So you can fire 6 shells in 6 minutes. I mean, 6 shells. No, you can fire 12 shells in 6 minutes, okay? So for every 2 shells you fire, a minute has gone by. Didn't really need a calculator for that. Aiming time is bad, okay? Is bad. The FV is horrible aiming time. 3.2 seconds, almost 3.3. That's bad aim time. Accuracy, could be worse. I mean, it's not as good as the E3, not as good as the Jagdpanzer E100, but it could be worse. Not as good as the Tiger 2, which was on my last video. Not as good as the Tiger 1 on my last video. Well, my last video. But it's not horrible. It could be worse, like the FV, but it could be better. Who am I kidding? For a gun that deals 1,150 and has a penetration of 310, I'd say the accuracy is a little bit overpowered on this tank. I think that it should have like 40 maybe. I know that's pushing the line a lot, but it just feels like it's too accurate to have that kind of gun. The same with the Jagdpanzer. That's a little too. If this tank had this tank's accuracy, that would be a little bit more balanced. But 3.4, I mean, I guess it is a tier 10, and you spend 6.1 million credits and like over 200,000 experience to get the tank. So I guess it's worth it. But is it really 6 million credits that you spend to get a tier 10? I'm gonna make a video of that later today, probably in the next 50 minutes. Cause let's be real here, I just get the 2 videos done and then go freaking jerk off or do something else. So after firing, so the tank's traverse speed is pretty good. Like the turn. Actually, no, it's horrible. What am I talking about? Pretty good. I was looking at this tank, so I was like, man, that's pretty good. But no, it's 32. 32. Ugh. Ugh. That's bad. It's not that good. No. This is the accuracy while it's turning. But that's because its gun traverse is 45-45. And these 2 tanks are just, yeah. Yeah. Movement it's probably the best at all of this, okay? Except for horsepower per ton or power like the engine. Now, this tank has great power to weight ratio. T110E3, it's decent. I'm talking about like for the type of tanks that they are, because 12, it's not that great. The FV4005B, oh my god, is that a nice power to weight ratio for a tank that armored? Look at that. That's good. That's good. Not gonna lie, that's good. Jagdpanzer, it's not that good. No, that's bad. That's bad. But it's think about how heavy this vehicle is. If it has the most, doubling the power rate of this stage 2, and still has like half of that of the stage 2 power to weight ratio. Now I know that's not half because that's almost 9. That would be 18. So it's lower. Okay, it's lower by 3 or 4 points, about 4. Terrain resistance is awesome on this tank. Well, in this comparison, it's great. 0.96. That's it's good. It's much better than this. God, poor 183. Terrain resistance on medium. It's all right. The Jagdpanzer has the exact same. Terrain resistance on soft. It's good. I like it. It's one less than basically all of these tanks except for the Jagdpanzer. Turret traverse is horrible. Absolutely horrible. 12 degrees a second. Oh my god. I play the M4A1 Revelarice quite a bit, and having a 42 degree turret traverse, playing that tank is horrible. Okay? When I play that tank, it's like, it takes like an hour to turn the turret. Even if it's only 45. It could be better. When this tank, when you get your turret knocked out, or when it gets injured, oh my god. It basically turns into like the E3 at that point. Just, there's no point of turning your turret at all. You might as well just hold down your right click and then traverse the tracks because of how slow it turns. Speaking of track traverse, very good 30. Much better than the Jagdpanzer, better than the 183, and better than the E3. Now, again, I'm going to talk about brake force because I think that does play a good role. 54,000, it's pretty good. I mean, Tiger 2 has better, but I think Tiger 2 has like 60 something or 90 something, something like that. It's a 6 or 9, I don't know. The FV has much better though. Jagdpanzer, a little bit worse. Oh, I'm not even going to talk about the E3. Armor, this tank, it doesn't even know what armor is, okay? It has never seen armor in its life. If you go over to this tank and say, yo, look at this armor I found, it's going to be like, what is an armor? Because it has none. Front of the hull is really the only type of armor this thing has, and even then, if you get a good angle, an E100's high explosive shell is still gonna pen it. Side, same thing. But who needs to shoot? Okay, who needs to shoot the hull when you have a turret the size of a building? There's just a door on this turret, just a casual door. That's how big this thing is, with 3 hinges. I'm looking at my door right now, and it has 2 hinges. 2 hinges. This vehicle is humongous. Okay. So, anyway, that's all I really have for this video. It weighs not that much. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be having one out very shortly, and